Dana Barrett asked Dr. Venkman, why do you like being a Ghostbuster? He replied, same reason I asked you out, 'cause busting makes me feel good.
Ugh, that's tasteless.
No, ma'am, that's tasteless.
Movie review, bitches!
If it's love that you're looking for, there's no hiding place.
Can't run, you can't
And you can't hide, you can't run, you can't hide.
If you put your hand in mine, we're gonna fuck in the woods.
Can't fucking can't hide, you can't fucking can't.
You say you can't fuck? Welcome everybody, Tasteless and Jason. Movie review, Whitewater Summer. I'm Jay Chowder. We got Bone.
Hey.
Stop now.
Hello.
And we watched this movie is it from the 80s, kid?
Yeah, it is 1987, July 10th, 1987.
Oh.
Right there, soundtracks fucking gonna hit you in the fucking dick spot. It is a good time. The music is great in this movie. I think it's good soundtrack. Now we're gonna see, does this movie hold up from when we were kids? And what's our thoughts now compared to then? And then just we're gonna ramble about the movie and just say it's kind of what it's about. Here's what we're doing. And I know Bone hates it every time I explain. And
you over-explain, but it's okay.
Even though your notebook looks like fucking Beautiful Mind, like your notes of the movie. Anyway, but I just gotta say off the back, I feel we got to do a different kind of a movie next because it's like we're on a bad. I think we're kind of going down. I don't want to say a bad path, but it's just like, are we just doing movies where kids are getting abused? Like, is the next movie going to be Sleepers? Is our next movie going to be Sleepers?
No.
What's the perverse scene in Sleepers?
No, we've got a couple of serious movies in a row, and I think we definitely need to do a comedy next.
We'll start a comedy because listen. Before we get into Whitewater Summer, and Kevin Bacon and his huge fucking dick that he could use as a paddle, please check out what's that movie? Wild Ones, right? Whatever. And but anyway, we had Toy Soldiers we just watched. Where there was a whole kind of thing there. No kids got fucked, but it could have been. It's like Louis Gossett Jr. is like, great. Do you know your kid? Do you know you let the Jersey Mafia son come here? He's like, it doesn't matter whose father it is. Change the taste of his dick, And you're like, oh Jesus, Louis Gossett, and so he's sucking dick. And then we get this movie with a little bit of you think Bacon's gonna be fucking the kids. Spoiler alert. He doesn't fuck any kids in this movie, but then if we do Sleepers next, he's fucking kids in that movie.
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
So you know how you get your...
It always comes back to Kevin Bacon fucking kids.
This is the prequel to Sleepers. This is where he got the taste for boys. And then he went and worked at the fucking place in Sleepers, and he's like, nah, I'm fucking boys.
Man, good connection, Chatter. Good connection.
This is the good connection, right? Is that a bone connection? I don't know.
That's a bone theory.
Fucking I love it. So this movie. Oh, side note. I was watching The Closer, which is a great show. And
I think everything you said for the last 10 minutes was a side note.
Oh shit! All right, well then we're coming. But let me just say this: I thought it was funny because we watched The Closer. And Carrie Cedric, she's married to Kevin Bacon, and it was funny. There was an episode where the guy, he's in Captain Harris from the fucking Police Academy movies. They're doing a murder where a gay guy got killed, and he goes, "All right, everybody, better put on double gloves. This is a homicide." I was like, "Oh my god." That's crazy. Why would you say that? But I'm still laughing about it now. Anyway, Whitewater Summer. It's about a bunch of kids. It was supposed to, I think, originally be called Summer Rites or Rites of Summer. like, you know, your rites of passage as you become a man or whatever. So Kevin Bacon basically is this hippie kind of a guy.
That's a much worse name.
Rites to summer.
Yikes! I don't like that at all.
Tonight on Dateline.
Do you think it's be called rites of passage? He's like Brokeback Mountain, these fucking kids. And
It does not sound right.
rite of summer, you gotta pass. And then
It's just what it says on the front of Kevin Bacon's underwear.
Rite of passage. And that's why he teaches himself to gut the fish. He's like, I want those fingers in my asshole. And like, he puts the fingers in the asshole. Gut the fish! Gut the fish! Let's make some white water summer here.
Drop a second.
Jesus Christ. This is... we had to re-record this one. It's like, I don't know, they talked about fucking kids for 10 minutes.
Oh my god!
Oopsies! Oh, you know, I did like, though, how they all had different colored helmets. That was cool. And
People have no idea what the fuck is going on.
so the movie Whitewater Summer, Kevin Bacon is like a tour guide. He goes up to pretty much rich people or whoever. Hey, you know, your kids, you know, want to learn the outdoors, so the parents will pay for him to take the kids out for a retreat, couple weeks or whatever, go into the woods, learn how to fish, learn how to canoe, whatever, you know, learn how to keep secrets. You know what we're talking about. And
which, besides the secrets, I think that's a good idea. Like, as a kid living like, we didn't live in a city or anything, but we lived like in the hood where we didn't go camping, we didn't do shit. Like, like, what's a vacation? Like, I thought they were just talking about the freaking the movie on TV, you know, Vacation. You know, like I didn't know what a vacation was, and so like I would have loved to go out and gone camping out in the woods and canoed and gone whitewater rafting. I think that would have been phenomenal. I think that's the concept of it is a cool concept.
It's like supposed to be, yeah, and then it kind of goes off the rails. But side note, kid, you almost joined a cult when you were a kid. Remember that? And then
what?
Your friend there came with that weird guy. And he's like, I fucking run a camp, or I fucking do outdoor stuff. And he was trying to get mom to agree to let you let him fuck you in the woods. Remember that? Yeah. And you were like, I'm not for it. And I'm like, I think Bo's trying to join a cult. And, there was a lady I worked with. Do you remember those memories? Or did you block them out? You're like, I gotta block those out. I gotta go. Dude, I worked with a lady, and her kid. She said when she was younger, her kid came to her husband and her and was like, "Hey, I want to join the Cub Scouts." And he was like, no fucking way. And she's like, why not? Why are you so strong? And he's like, they fuck kids. No fucking way.
Why does it always circle back to fucking kids?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
That's why they had those little fucking yellow and blue fucking handkerchiefs around their neck. Like, yeah, that's right. And then, anyway, so all joking aside, so this is what happens. Sean Astin plays like a kid who's like definitely, you know, a city kid. He's like more into electronics, doesn't really want to go. And his dad's fucking like, you know, he's like, I don't know, his dad's like really hunting trout for it. It's like, all I can think of is, remember that thing where they're on the bridge, you know, we're going ahead, but he almost dies. And then he's like, let me show you. And then he throws the egg off and it crashes onto the rock.
Yeah.
He's like, that would have been my head. That's what his dad's trying to do to his fucking mother, fucking crush her eggs. He's like, get the fuck out of the house. I want to fuck your mother loud. I want to pull her hair. And I want to fucking put a cucumber and a hot pepper up her ass. And he's like, I can't do that when you're in the next room. You know?
The vibe I really got was like the father was probably like thinks of himself as like a corporate tough guy. And he looks at his son who goes to computer camp, and he's like,
"That's the pussy.
My son's a fucking pussy." So he's like, "Look, you whitewater." I love in the beginning when it's like, "Oh, what did he say? I'm an only child too," and he's like, "See, you have so much in common." Like, that's not anything. They have nothing in common. Nothing at all, because
he's like a 35-year-old male who wants to just randomly take kids in the woods. Like, that's bizarre. There's nothing in common with that. No.
Yeah, they had nothing in common. Like, when he said that, he was just trying to push him out the door. Like, see, you got so much in common. Get out of here.
So much in common. Yeah, so it's basically it, right? Sean Astin's dad's like, he wants to toughen his kid up, and Kevin Bacon in this movie plays not a counselor, but just a guide who takes kids into the woods, again, teaches them to fish, canoe, be a man, or whatever. That's why it was what's called rite of passage or rites of summer or something. And
yikes!
like that sounds a bit rapey. Why water summer would be better? But anyway, so eventually, of course, he gets to go. But what I kind of liked in this movie is how they filmed it when he was younger, and then afterwards, like a year or two, he must, when he was older, they filmed him talking about his experience of doing it. So I thought that was kind of cool. So it must have been Goonies, then Toy Soldiers.
Yeah.
So does this kind of go into the bone?
I was like, maybe this is like his pussy stage where he first just feels like shit and he's depressed, and then he gets to the anger stage by Toy Soldiers.
Right, because his rich dad is like, let's give this guy money, and Kevin Bacon's like, yeah, I'll take all these rich people's money to fuck their kids, and then he gets fucked in the woods, and then he gets angry because he has to go to camp. He's like, they're gonna fuck me here, and then Louis Gossett Jr. like, I ain't gonna fuck you, boy.
So this movie on Rotten Tomatoes,
I don't want to pop myself in the back. If I listen back, that might not be as good, but I think that's a pretty fucking good Louis Gossett Jr. I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
Rotten Tomatoes gave this a 25% by the critics. Audience gave it 53%, which I was kind of surprised by, as I find I still like this movie, but there's a lot of nostalgia for it.
Yeah,
from it for me. IMDb gave it 6.2 out of 10. Just Watch gave it 58%, and Letterboxd is 3.1 out of 5. So it actually has a pretty over 50% rate.
Okay. Well, see, it goes kind of explain the movie. It kind of goes off the rails.
Oh, hello.
This is a decision.
Oh, that was weird.
Everybody got lost for a second.
Oh shit! Blank space. Ready and here we go again.
Can't run, you can't hide.
Unless the fucking volume doesn't work. And then, so the movie is Kevin Bacon. So he's doing all, they're doing all this stuff, and at first it starts off kind of nice. So, and then like crazy stuff happens where in this movie, is he just a hard ass trying to teach him a lesson? You're reluctant to learn, and I'm just going to teach you the hard way. In the end, it's going to work out good. Or is he just a fucking psychopath who just is wants it his way?
I think he was like a psycho, because he's a nice guy, and then he just flips it, and then he's like, "Well, you can't do that. You just and he loses it." And it's like, okay, that's kind of like a narcissist, but at the same time, they could have done some background, like he had a younger brother that drowned because he didn't. I don't know, something. Give us something, but they don't give you anything.
Interlude in the beginning, telling you that his brother died, or that he wasn't going to let that happen to anybody else. Maybe his little brother got lost in the woods and he died, and he wasn't going to let kids do that again.
Yeah, I don't know, something though, right?
Under his watch.
Because there's no explanation for any of it, and then in the end, there's nothing. It's just that's the end. Here comes the helicopter. The end. What? What? I'm sorry. What? None of these kids tell their parents anything. They just flies off of the hell. And did anybody else laugh when he falls when he hits him with a rock and he falls over? I don't know why the way he falls it made me laugh.
Oh yeah, that kid wanted to suck Bacon's dick for sure. In that movie, he's like the fucking yes man to Bacon. He's like, no. And then he's all mad. He's like, what does he get to go down the boat without him? And it's just he's mad. He's not sucking his dick. And then it's like a love triangle, right? This kid wants to fuck Bacon. Bacon wants to fuck Astin. And then Astin's like, get me the fuck out of here. And then, he's like, it's in your name, Astin, right? And he's like, oh, fuck you. And then, yeah, I don't know. I thought that kid was I'll joke on the side, right? But that kid was a know-it-all, wanted to be the teacher's pet, whatever. And then at the end, he fucking wasn't. He just fucking snapped, hit that guy with a paddle and a rock.
The Rock. When he hits him with the rock, I don't know. Made me laughing. It just the way, like, book, and then he just falls, and I'm like, and I'm like, oh my god.
He has to snap his leg back into place.
I was like, oh.
I'm gonna tell your husband, watch out when you go camping or fucking go for a hike. He's gonna hit you with a rock and laugh about it.
So I think, so for me at least, this movie hit a lot different. Like Slopdog, you hadn't seen this movie, right?
No, I had not. I don't know how.
She's never had it,
which is crazy. But when I watched it as a kid, I looked at Vic as being a monster. Like, I remember Vic being a monster from the beginning. Like, oh my god, he's torturing and tormenting those children. And as an adult, I see it so much different. Like, the first time I watched it,
the kid's an asshole?
Yeah, I kind of think the kid's an asshole. So I think Vic has some problems. I do think he's a narcissist. I agree with that. And I think that he's a control freak. But I think he has good intentions. He's going to take these pussy kids and he's going to give them wilderness skills to survive. And I think that's his goal and that's his mindset. And in his mind, he's going to succeed with every child. And then he gets freaking Sean Astin, Alan. And Alan's such a little pussy prick that he gives him extra attention because he thinks this is going to be my problem child. The other ones are going to fall right in. They're going to do great. But this is the one I'm really going to push into it. And when he pushes Alan harder, Alan is just like, you're an asshole! And he pushes back even harder. And I think at some breaking point, he is just like... Yeah. He found somebody just as stubborn as him, and it's just... And at some point, he just breaks, and then he goes too far, and then he goes too far, and then he goes too far.
Oh my God, the dad was right. They are got so much in common.
Yeah, they do, actually do. But I think at least in the beginning, he had. I think with a whitewater rafting, like he picked him. I don't think that was trying to scare him, like Alan thought. I think that was more. He was trying to give him a fun experience. But
I agree with that.
From his perspective, not from Alan's, and he thought Alan was just going to go, "Oh, this is a fun experience." So it was just, I think it was a lot of perspective difference there. And I think the bridge thing, I don't even see a bad thing with the bridge when he made him go back because he did follow him and watched him. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not like he wasn't going to be there to help.
But he did help him. The kid almost died. He almost fell off the goddamn bridge and he did nothing.
I think it would have been better if they showed him like in the shadows, and when he fell, he kind of stepped forward, like, is he going to go help him? And then he stepped back and, no, he's got it. All right, he's got it. Like, maybe they showed that, it would have made him seem not like a crazy person, but then he leaves him hanging on the rock. Like, you gotta learn, like, that's fucking crazy. He lost it.
When he left him on the rock, that was wrong. That was like that was a breaking point. Like, nope, he's just gonna do it, and that was
I hope that like these kids told their parents because like I like as a parent, like if somebody told me like they climbed like 200 feet in the air and they left him, I'd be like, "Fuck you, Kevin." I'd be getting the rock and fucking. But like think about your own
big
kids.
hog ain't gonna hit this away, motherfucker.
I
think about. Like my son would make it through that. Like Jesus Christ, would I just get a call? Oh, he fell off the bridge. Oh well, that's okay. You're like ha ha ha. Like it's the 80s. I'll just high five you. Like no.
I guess if my son had an opportunity to do something like this, I would say, hey, I think you should do it. And if you wanted to do it, I'd let him do it. Maybe not with Kevin Bacon.
Or some random. Like obviously now it's a lot different than years ago. There would be more than one like adult there. Like
it would be some homeless guy coming off the street going, "I'm gonna take your child in the woods."
And they're like, "Yeah, how much money? Let me throw all of my money at you." Like no.
Yeah, there would be an organization with counselors and
Yes.
And I do think the experience.
I don't trust that shit either. Fuck that noise. And I would say no. I'd be the mother, and my wife would be like, maybe they should go learn some skills, because my kids are very into tech, and they're like they're outdoorsy a little bit, but they're more indoor kids. And
just because they live outdoors doesn't mean they're outdoorsy.
No, they don't. They do stuff in the woods. And no, they do. But
masturbate.
They're more indoor.
Just like their father masturbating in the bushes all around the United States.
Look how outdoorsy I am.
I've come in 50
making my
states.
own whitewater summer.
Oh, no.
Hey, you don't know the freedom until you've jerked off into just the air and let it go and let a deer lick it up. And you want a salt lick? Come on now. Come on now. Let me rub your antlers as you lick my dickhead. And, oh, I got ticks on me. That's from fucking the deer. Oh man, you can really fucking I'm afraid they kick me, but maybe if you get the good enough setting behind them and grab those antlers, you can really have a good time. And
oh my god!
Wow.
Deer, what did I say? What did I say?
I think you should get Kevin Bacon in this movie.
This movie didn't even do that good at the box office. It only made $300,859 in the U.S. at the box office. So that's pretty dismal. But I don't think Kevin 80s.
Bacon was who he is. You know, he wasn't who he is now. Yeah, he was kind of coming up. You know, and then I think Aston was still Aston, and it was probably just one of those like smaller movies. And I don't know. I think alternate side. I don't know. I mean, I kind of agree that I think he had good intentions, but then kind of met his match and didn't really know how to handle when someone didn't listen to him, and then he went off the fucking rail. So the bridge, if he did that thing where he watched them, because I agree, he went back and watched them, okay, and I would have loved to see the scene where he kind of was going to go help him, but it's like, no, let him do it himself. I don't know if that happened or not, but leaving him hanging on the rock, I think where he busted he was like, fuck it, you gotta learn, you know? And then he didn't understand that that's fucking really dangerous. And then it just went sideways. But at the end,
it reminds me of a certain uncle we had that made you eat the hot dog out of the trash.
That's right.
I
trash,
think of
you mean his zipper?
I'll probably suck it.
Oh my god, but I thought of that too, and I was like, oh no, am I going too far? But I also thought of that too, yes.
See? I was abused, people! You wonder why!
I'll probably suck it.
I was abused! Listen, so what was I saying? I don't know. Oh, so anyway, so I think that happened. But in the end, they all kind of turned out to be, you know, like, I guess it turned out good in the end because they were joking. They became buddies in the end. They survived, you know, because he had to help save Vic. And you know, I don't know. I mean, was he? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think he was a crazy person originally, but definitely doesn't like to be told. So, yeah, I don't know. It's up in the air. I don't know. And but as a kid watching it, I don't know. Does it still hold up? I thought it held up. I mean, I liked it still. I thought it was still pretty good. I didn't like watch it and go, when is this ending? Again, like Prayer of the Rollerboys. I'm going to try and watch that again when we do that movie. But I remember trying to watch it again.
I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
Dude, again, I tried watching it. I sent the link because I remember Sub Dog was looking for it too. Sent her a link. She tried to watch it. I don't think her and her husband get through it. But if we pick that for a movie, oh my God. May not be the next one, but Prayer of the Rollerboys. People are like, what movie is this? If you had HBO as a kid, you know Prayer of the Rollerboys are. If you didn't, then you know. It is fucking, oh my God. I'm going to try and go back into it with good, just clean slate again. But good God, I'm not looking forward to that one. But anyway, I don't know. I think it holds up. It was pretty good. If it was on TV, I'd probably watch it again. I would give it, I would say, I'd give it three dog dicks and a tip.
Really? That much?
Oh, Jesus.
So maybe it's nostalgia speaking, because I saw it as a kid and I really did like it. And I thought it was enjoyable. It hit different as an adult, 100%. But I'm going to give it 3 dog dicks.
Okay.
I can't give it that many. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
I say this earlier. Someone's going to go, listen, the dog dick got into the pool, became a pussy. That's what I'm giving.
I'll give it just one. Like one dick.
Oh, whoa.
Do you give it a tip or a one dog dick?
Just one. Just one dick. That's all you get. Because it has Kevin Bacon in it. I mean, and he played a good, he played a good crazy person, so I'll give him one dick. But and you know, we all know he has a big dick, so there you go. So
yeah.
But I don't know. I was man, but they could have. I think why the movie probably didn't do as well as it could have is they really just they didn't give it enough. Like at the end, like I said, like it just ends. And it's like, what? And like they don't explain like why is he a crazy person? Like they don't, and like how you said, like if he had stepped out of the woods maybe a little bit and like, you know, saw the kid struggling, you would have been like, oh, okay, like he's trying to, but like they don't do any of that. So you're just kind of like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Anyway, so that's how I felt. I'm sorry.
No worries. 3.5, 1 dog dick, and then 3 dog dicks. What's up?
All right, so the total is like 2.5 2 dog dicks and a tip, and that is the lowest score we've given a movie so far.
All right, next week's sleepers. And,
but no, like, you know what? Also, I think he lost it, and I think this was actually kind of bullshit. Is when they were catching fish, and Alan made out of sticks and stuff.
Yeah, like,
out of natural materials, a fish cage. People
like,
used to actually fish like that.
Yeah, that was super smart.
He should have looked at Alan and said, "You know what, Alan? That's great. You know, you used your brain, what you had in the woods, and caught fish. But it wasn't how he did it, so he got mad."
Yeah.
Yeah, and that made him a shithead. Like, that was really...
That's
where he goes off the rails. But the oldest kid with, like, the dark hair, he's from other things, right? Like, because he looks so familiar to me. But I don't know what else.
He is in Dream a Little Dream.
Okay, yep. All right. Like, but I should have like Googled it or whatever, but I didn't. I just wanted to like know if you guys noticed it too, because I was like, that kid's from other things. I know he is.
And the other kid was in a TV show or something, like he was a friend of the main character or something, like the one who cried in the cave.
What'd you think of the peeing contest?
I do that all the time.
That was very weird.
As kids.
Yeah, we used to do it as kids. Yeah.
Right. You can piss the farthest. Oh, golden arches, don't get it on me. And you're always worried because there's always that one person who's a fucking asshole who turned and pissed on somebody. And you're like, get the fuck out of here. Always some cunt who just piss on somebody. Like, you fucking asshole.
There was always somebody who was the pisser.
It really pissed us off. We're all got our dicks out here having a good time, and you're going to fucking turn it around and make it awful. Get the fuck out of here.
I didn't know that was like a real thing. That like, I'm not a boy. I don't have a dick, so I don't know. But like, I didn't realize that.
But I do feel we grew up different. I feel like you're going to ask your husband this, and he's going to go, "Never did that in my life. Who would do that?" Kids who grew up in the ghetto, motherfucker. That's who. Well, the ghetto of Connecticut, so whatever. Yeah. On that note, we're going to call it. This episode might have run on too long. And, God bless America. Everything's done in jokes, folks. Just remember, no one here wants to fuck any kids. And,
oh, my God. No.
So say it to Shepard. So say it to Flock. Good night, folks.
Good night. Goodbye.
That was so reluctant. I don't want it. We're recording this episode. That's the numbers on this one are gonna go. Woo.
Thanks.
Good night.
Lyrics.
What are you, some kind of dog dick? Dick.
I feel like if Kevin Bacon hears this, he's going to just be like, no, do not listen to anything they do.
Please
ever.
don't tag me in this shit.
Like, are you kidding me, people?
What's the drawing on this? I'm looking at the Whitewater Summer. I love your notebook. Like, I think of my notebook when I have mine, and I go, oh my God, I love it. And I would hope one day, like, either you remember the Kurt Cobain book that came out with his notebook? I love that because I keep a notebook. So to me, it was really cool.
Yep.
I don't know if one day you can keep them either for definitely, or if one day for charity you have to auction off your notebook. I would love. I might fucking buy it. Like, I mean, there's like
Wow.
the day it came out. It just blows my mind. Like, just like you're like, I think it's too much, but in a good way. I was like, oh my god, I fucking take notes or jot down little quips I'm gonna say or something stupid like that, and then you're just like, listen, it's like a fucking, it's like you're, I don't know, beautiful mind over here. I don't know.
Just trying to be thorough.
Well, mission complete. All right. Let's go. We're doing it. The juice is back. We're going for it.